don't know what I was expecting from all this, but it's just become so funny and fun and scary and bigger and more amazing than I ever could have imagined.
My best friend Justin and I are headed to Banff, and we've managed to stack our itinerary with some of the most sought after and difficult to book backcountry campsites in the region. We're taking you with us as we hike and canoe deep into the wilderness of Banff, Jasper, and Yoho National Parks to find out how the experiences and views compare to the iconic and popular stops that are easily accessible to the public. Will the challenges of camping in the backcountry hold up against the ease of driving through some of the most beautiful scenery in the world? Come with us to find out. For our summer trip this year, we came to Banff National Park in Canada to see the mountains and hike and be in nature. Almost every night that we have here is going to be the kind of reservation that tens of thousands of people fight over and only a handful of people get. I'm exploding with joy. I feel so much peace and I'm crying again.
Crying
This is
already?
the third time I'm crying today. Oh, I'm just happy. My best memories are in a car with you driving and your music playing and nothing on my mind except nature, and it's like I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, it's relaxing out here too. So we got here to Lakeside.
To Jack Lake.
Lakeside. We have one of the walk-in sides, but basically you park here and then you walk down a little bit and then there's your side.
We were debating, we could do this hike, we could do that hike, we could climb that mountain, we could take a bus to that place and then see that at sunset. And then the second that we pulled up to our campsite,
Like, we're staying here.
unanimous, we're not going anywhere. We are not leaving. I want a fire. I want s'mores.
What's for dinner?
We are making chicken tacos sandwiches, and we forgot to get tomatoes, onions, lettuce. So it's just gonna be just chicken taco seasoning and bread and tortillas. This does not fit.
What do you mean it doesn't fit? I feel stupid. What if Canada has a different kind and they don't even sell our kind here? What are we gonna do? Are you sure? How'd you get this off? There's just no way. Nice. Ah! That's really hard to aim, isn't it? Woo! My aim still sucks. But smell this. What is this? It's incredible smell.
Probably pine,
Pine? No, that's pine.
because they probably use it from the trees that go down here. Yeah, it's pine.
Doesn't it smell so good?
I grew up surrounded by pine.
Yeah? So this is really nostalgic for you, huh? That was legit. That caught quick. We might not have to have cold chicken after all. Is it warm enough? Yay.
Looks good.
Simple but yummy. We have marshmallows, graham crackers, and almost no chocolate. Look at the graham cracker to chocolate ratio. The amount of chocolate they recommend for one s'more, because it's supposed to be 12 s'mores in the box. So they want you to do this much chocolate.
It seems appropriate.
What do you mean it seems appropriate? For this. Whoa, little dirt don't hurt. Okay, I take it all back. 4 pieces is too much. 2 pieces is plenty. This is too much chocolate. It's too much chocolate. It's too much. Oh, hot.
Good morning. I slept great. Not. This morning we're gonna try to go find the little canisters for the jet boil. We just assumed that the other ones fit without actually trying it, which we should have known better.
That wasn't very smart, was it? This is the most aesthetic video ever, isn't it? Good morning.
We have to pack up and hit the road to our next stop, the campground at Egypt Lake. The third store we went to, Snow Tips, had them. They had them in 3 different sizes. We're good. We were incredibly lucky to get 2 nights, which gives us plenty of time to tackle the challenging hike to Pharaoh's Peak for stunning views of the lake. There's a bit of a journey in between the car and the campground, though. We're doing this. And yet again, I feel like we're taking way too much stuff. The first half of the hike, you can either walk uphill or you can take a cable car, which skips like half the hike. So we're taking the cable car up, and then on our way down, we're gonna do the hike down. There's a chairlift. How do we do the backpack on the chairlift?
We're gonna take it off.
Take it off? This does not feel safe.
I love it.
Wait, okay, this is really nice. It feels so weird to just have the packs next to us like this.
The campgrounds are backcountry, so that means that there is no running water. It's pretty remote. Originally I booked one night, but I stalked the site, and then maybe a week ago I got a second night.
The ski lift was so fun.
This is me at
This is us before walking 8 miles.
If we remember, we'll do one at the very end of the trip and see what we look like.
Yeah. The ecosystem up here is really fragile, so you're not allowed to go off the trail at all. And don't pick any flowers. Carry bear spray. We have our bear spray. Pack out all your trash. All of it, everything. Also, don't feed or harass the wildlife, and no drones are allowed anywhere in the park. Flying a drone here risks up to a $25,000 fine, so I was shocked that I did see one drone on this trip. Any shots that you see in this video that look like they could be drone shots were just a GoPro or an Insta360 on a really long stick. Very important to follow the rules so you can preserve this ridiculousness. Look at how freaking beautiful this is. We had to go through quite a bit of red tape to get the permits to film in the backcountry, and did our best to follow all the rules to preserve this beautiful place, even carefully balancing on rocks and hard surfaces in areas where the trail wasn't as obvious or well marked. It's really important to us to set a good example for others visiting this area, so if there's anything that we messed up, feel free to let us know. The temperature out here could not be more perfect. It is totally pristine out here, not a single piece of trash, and not a single person.
All right, 8 miles in. We're hanging in there.
The final 3 kilometers to Egypt Lake is kind of brutal. It's all downhill, which means on our way out, we're gonna have nothing but uphill.
Almost at the campground, and then we can rest for a little bit and then head back out later.
Whew. Closer to 9 miles instead of 8. That was intense. God dang, there's so many mosquitoes. Go away. We finished setting up camp, and now we are on a mission to go cook food. There is a separate area where you eat here so that you can protect yourself from bears, so that the bears are attracted to an area away from the tents. Our next stop is the river to get water. Then we have another huge hike planned, like going all the way up to the peak of a mountaintop. So I'm hoping that bathing my legs in the water will help refresh me so that I feel ready to do more, because 9 miles in a day is a lot for us. To add another 4 hours of hiking on top of that, going straight up a mountain is a little intense.
Mosquito, right?
Okay, I'm good. That's enough.
Well, we came back to the tent to have a nap, and the storm that Justin saw on the weather radar is here. I'm so comfy in this tent. I want to go back to bed. Oh, what's that?
That's the graph of the going up and then back down.
Oh, is that what we're doing right now? Ouch.
So do you know where, Pharaoh? That's Pharaoh Peak. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. See, this is why you make friends and you talk to people. Neither of us are good at making friends or talking to people, but this trip,
better.
yeah,
I
you've
just like-
gotten way better. We just talked to some people who were up on the peak, and they said it's supposed to rain again at 10, which is sunset. So if it's raining at sunset,
It's not worth it.
in the wilderness where you have no signal and no Google, all you can go off of is word
What
of
other people
mouth.
say.
Yeah.
And
And
I
what
don't
do you
know
do
when I
about
climb up there if it's raining.
Well, I'd say that we definitely made the right call. We came down to the river to get water, and we started boiling water to make our dinner. And we were so excited about our dinner. And Justin goes, okay, where's the dinner? And I said, you have it. And he goes, no, you have it. And I was like, no, you have it. So we could have found ourselves on top of that mountain over there without dinner in the rain. So I'm pretty glad that we didn't do that. So we're gonna have dinner by the river, and we're gonna try the peak tomorrow. Hold on. That was like a bottle of water that just came out of your shoe.
My water was slightly open, drained into my shoe somehow.
Jeez.
How does that happen?
Do you need 2 towels? Because you can use mine. That's not good.
Justin slept like a baby last night, and I did not sleep. I don't know what my problem was. I am so tired. I'm up and I'm awake and my body feels better than I expected it to. I did a little bit of stretching. We're gonna grab our breakfast and take it to Egypt Lake so that we can have breakfast by the lakeside. Justin has the new iPhone, which has a feature that allows you to connect to a satellite to send a text message when you're in the middle of nowhere. We were able to get text messages out just now because we finally had a clear enough sky. You have to kind of point it at the sky exactly where you need to connect to the satellite, so it's kind of finicky. It works, which is really cool. There is a giant, squishy, fat groundhog that lives underneath the toilets, and he's so cute. I love him. We are headed on a huge hike today, so we're not just going to the peak that we skipped yesterday. We are also going to be going to the waterfall that keeps tantalizing us. It looks so pretty on the horizon. So we're gonna do a combo hike where we go to the waterfall and hang out at Scarab Lake and have lunch there, rest there, and then we'll continue going up and go all the way up to the peak for sunset. It's almost 11 a.m. now, which means that we're probably gonna be out and away from camp for 12 hours straight. It's gonna be a big day. We have lots of food on us though, and I'm looking forward to it. Give them an update on your shoe.
My shoe is dry. These shoes don't absorb the water, so thankfully, it's not soaked.
We have a lot of time to think while we're walking. I can't help but wonder how much of the earth we have to cut up and strip for parts before we realize the value of what we've lost by doing that. I love to see how Canada is protecting this space. Less and less of the world is being preserved in this way. It's heartbreaking, actually. I just woke up from a nap and I was resting my head on my knees, so I've got whatever. What are your thoughts about Egypt Lake?
I really like it.
Yeah?
It's been relaxing. I'm glad we got 2 nights here just so we can relax a little bit more. I just have more time to explore and just enjoy, and it's been nice not having a cell phone.
I've been in a bit of a scrolling addiction lately, and even just being out here, I don't reach for my phone because I thought I'd have the impulse to reach for my phone, but the impulse went away.
It goes
completely.
away really fast.
Yeah, it's just gone.
Like, oh, there's no internet.
You're off grid. If you want to know something about the weather, ask the people around you or look at the sky, I guess. We were hiking a lot this morning and we have not seen a single human being since we left our tent, which surprises me quite a bit because there's 15 tent sites. Yeah, 15.
It's at least 30 people.
Yeah, at minimum 30 people. Where are they? They're not here. Where are they?
Yeah. I thought it would be a longer hike today.
Check in with us in a couple of hours if we still feel we didn't do much hiking today.
I think that climb right there, that's the trail right there. See the line? There kind of bees in the middle.
That's insane. Seriously?
It's a scramble for sure.
Stuff like this never translates on camera, but it's so steep.
At least a 70-degree incline.
It's intense.
Claire! What? Sunlight! Oh, don't fall.
Where do we go next? What? So this way? How do you know? Did you look at all trails?
I know the view.
Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Death trap. When we got to the top, I had a little bit of a panic moment because Justin ran off to go take pictures and I couldn't see him, and my body was immediately convinced that he had just fallen off of a cliff. Thankfully that was not the case, but I was extremely nervous up there.
We found a little spot, hopefully less windy, and we're gonna try and make our dinner. I don't know how long we can stay up here. We wanted to stay until sunset, which is in 3 hours. I don't know that I can be up here for 3 hours, but this is a nice little cozy hideaway. This is all right. This is okay. There are people that climb Mount Everest on purpose. I cannot even fathom it. What do you mean 40?
30s, right?
This is like 20s. This is literal ice freezing. There's no way this is above freezing up here. That's not the case. Are you sure it's safe?
I promise.
Okay. This is the view people come here for. This right here is what people climb this mountain for.
We really, really, really wanted to stay for sunset, but 1, it's freezing, and 2, we're not gonna hike all this in the dark when we've never done it before, so we're gonna go ahead and head back now.
I have to say that going up to Pharaoh's Peak is what makes this entire campsite worth it, I think. There are people who are able to do the entire hike to this campground and then go up to Pharaoh's Peak and then go back out on the same day. There's also people who can come in and do Pharaoh's Peak after doing the first hike and then spend the night and hike out the next day. I'm not either of those people, unfortunately. I think I did pretty well, though.
Surfing! I love this! Woo! I might be awesome at this.
The hike back in at night was a bit grueling. Justin and I both forgot how intense the last couple miles are. It was all downhill, so it wasn't that bad, but it was definitely a lot for the knees. I'm happy to have a body that can do this, to take me places like this. It's incredible.
Okay, you look spooky.
Do I?
Yep.
Ooh.
No!
That was a day. Good night. Wow, okay. Good morning. We had a decent night last night. Justin got terrible sleep, I got good sleep, but the night before last, he got great sleep and I got terrible sleep. So we're both equally, we're both gonna equally struggle today, I think. We have a huge hike out this morning. The first 3 kilometers are straight uphill, and even Justin's nervous about it. We'll see how we do.
I am not nearly in as much pain as I was on the final day of Havasu or Milford. My body isn't as sore as I expected it to be. I'm impressed actually with how my body feels right now. Woo! Easy peasy breezy.
Did it?
It should be downhill for the most part from here, which is kind of crazy. That was easy. Ah!
So many amazing flowers. It's just beautiful pinks and yellows and white.
It's paradise. All throughout this forest, the mosquitoes are absolutely ravenous. But if you're walking really fast, they don't really mess with you. So we're trying not to stop. 4 miles in. I'm having such a nice day because we've passed at least, what, 5 or 6 people?
4.
And we have not been passed by anyone yet, which is completely unheard of for me. We're making incredible time. Still feeling good. I'm feeling good. How are you feeling, Justin?
Feeling good too.
Yeah.
I can also feel the base of my feet just a little bit.
Yeah, your feet starting to hurt
Everything
too.
else feels great.
I know, me too. What was the final mileage? What was our time? Give us our stats.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yes, we have. 7.8 miles in 3 hours and 27 minutes. I'm impressed by us. I'm impressed. That was legit.
I feel pretty good.
Today we have a chance to see some of the more typical
We
Banff.
smell. I just sorry.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right, we are vlogging now. Oh God, we do smell.
Wait.
Hold on.
It was fine in the tent and everything until we got to a fresh, clean place.
On our way to our next backcountry campground, we're driving the Icefields Parkway, 144 miles of jaw-droppingly beautiful scenic road with easily accessible lake views, waterfalls, hikes, glaciers, a skywalk, and no cell signal. We don't have a ton of time here, but hopefully our quick drive through will give us a little taste of what a more typical tourist experience in Banff is like. Our first stop on the Icefields Parkway is Peyto Lake. There's 2 different viewpoints, 2 different trails. They have a huge parking lot. Lots and lots of people here. It's a relatively easy to access spot, and so it's very popular. There's 2 viewpoints at Peyto Lake, and one is just barely even a 10 or 15 minute walk, and it's super easy. The other one is 2.5 hours round trip. We don't have time for that today, and a lot of the people who are obviously crowding this viewpoint don't have time for it either. The viewpoint that we visited is wheelchair accessible, and they have a parking lot with an easy path to get there, which is really cool because the view is absolutely stunning, and the water, the color of that water, ridiculous. This place is an introvert's nightmare. There was a line, there's me, Justin, and a couple, and an entire family of guys stood in front of us, asked us if we were in line. We're like, yeah, we're in line for the spot. And they were like, cool, cool. And then just swooped in and took pictures in front of us. But since we're all introverts, we just let it happen.
Our next stop on the Icefields Parkway is called Sunwapta Falls. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's a giant waterfall that's only 0.1 kilometers. It's just a teeny tiny walk from the parking lot. So of course the parking lot is bustling with people, but it feels really worth it. It's so easy to just hop out of your car and see such a beautiful place. Absolutely gorgeous. A year ago, Jasper was hit with a huge wildfire. Absolutely devastating wildfire. There's just so much of this area that's been burned down. It's really sad to see, but at the same time, it's been a year and there's little flowers peeking up in between all the dead trees and little bits of green grass, and it's nature trying to recover from everything that happened. And I don't know, I just think it's beautiful in its own way. This area will recover. It'll take a long time, but it will. Today is an extremely exciting day because not only are we going to sleep in a tent on a lakeside with a canoe, not only that, it is Justin's birthday today. We are stopping at a bakery this morning to get him a birthday cake or birthday treat of some sort, and then we're going to the lake.
Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever seen you react to anything this way before.
This is the best cinnamon roll I've had in my entire life.
Are you serious? Cinnamon rolls are almost always disappointing to me, so...
No.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's like this caramel sticky...
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Happy birthday! Are you serious? This is what a cinnamon bun is supposed to be. This. I'm gonna savor this. I'm gonna slow down. Savor it. Savor it. Today we're renting canoes for a very special trip on Maligne Lake. I already know it's going to be maybe my favorite thing of the whole trip. The fact that we get to be on such a huge lake with such peaceful, gorgeous water and all of these beautiful trees. Oh, I love it out here.
I'm so excited. It's supposed to rain today.
Nature heard it's Justin's birthday and said no rain for us today, none. We have a spot for 2 nights at Fisherman's Bay, which is about 4 hours canoeing in. It is a Saturday morning, and somehow it feels like we have the entire lake to ourselves. I don't know how we got so lucky. We were worried about all of the boats that were gonna be on the lake because we weren't starting early. Where are all the boats? I cannot get over how few people are here. There's a very small number of people who get to be here on any given night, which makes it incredibly quiet. One of the only noises you will ever hear is speedboats going back and forth, ferrying tourists to Spirit Island, which is an area we'll be visiting later today and tomorrow. Maligne Lake is in Jasper. Jasper is close to Banff, but doesn't see nearly as many tourists. I cannot fathom why someone would pass up on a place so peaceful and so beautiful. I honestly would spend the rest of the trip here and not be sad about it, but we're gonna make the most of our 2 nights here and see as much of the lake as we can. Interesting.
That's fish candy.
Fish candy. That tastes like chicken. Why does it taste like chicken? Wait, that's really good. Why is a fish cheek so good? That's so bizarre. Are you serious?
So many people don't eat it, but out here the fish
That's
are so
great.
great. Yeah. Just grab that.
Alright.
Right? It's just very like rich and meaty. It's
Buttery.
yeah. Why is it buttery? Is there butter on it?
Just on the inside of the fish.
Wow.
And it's just steamed.
So the fish our neighbor caught is called a rainbow trout. Apparently, this is the best fish in the world because it was ridiculously delicious. And all I did was steam it on a bed of lemons on the fire. And it's the best fish I've ever had. Is that the bathroom?
I think it is.
Oh boy. It's a little exposed, you know?
Open air.
There's no door. There's no door. What you do is you put a chain across the path that leads to the toilet, and that lets people know that the toilet is occupied. This feels wrong. This feels incorrect on so many levels. It's looking like it's gonna rain, and we knew it was gonna rain this afternoon. We're gonna try and take the canoe out, but if we get rained on, then we'll have to turn around and come back.
I think we're just gonna do something a little bit short because the big storm we saw was between 7 and 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Now that could have changed. We didn't check this morning, did we?
Nope. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with this. The second that we get out here, it's like pure serotonin rushing through my veins. I think we should go back.
Go back?
Yeah.
Not risking it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back. Remember how we said the weather was gonna get bad? I think it's here. Man, we were really playing with fire, weren't we? Oh my gosh. Are we not? Okay. Oh my god, are you just out? Oh my god, Jasper, you're a hero. Okay, okay. You are so badass. You are insane. Okay, let's get out of the boat. I don't know where we are, but we're gonna get out of the boat because this is not safe. So, pro tip, when you know it's gonna rain soon, don't get in a canoe and canoe into the rainstorm.
It looked fine, and then all of a sudden it just switched. The wind got kind of crazy, so we went ahead and got into shore.
He just hopped out of the boat and then grabbed it to shore. We were completely out of control. The wind was blowing so hard and the boat was just turning. How much of the boat turning was the wind and how much was you?
It was the wind.
Oh my God.
It was pushing us in.
Wow, okay. Justin's shoes are soaking wet, but he thought so fast. You are such a quick thinker.
I guess so.
We have rain gear and we're really close to camp. We don't necessarily have to even canoe home. We could leave the canoe here and walk along the lake. It would take us a while, but we're walking distance from the camp. So we can walk home if it doesn't pass, but it's gonna pass. It's already so much calmer than it was when we were that got so crazy so
There
fast.
they are.
Oh wow, they were out in that?
But they have a motor.
Oh yeah, that's right. We've waited a bit. The wind is dying down. I think we're gonna make a run for it and try and get back to camp. And then we're gonna dry off and we're not gonna leave. I feel good. We got this. We're so close, I swear. It's just right over there. We can do this. All right. We're back. We did it. We're good. I guess that's what happens when you look around. You find out. I'm sorry about your shoes and your socks. Sorry, we just watched back the footage. I was like in the front of the boat panicking and not sure what to do. And the boat was moving all by itself. And Justin's like, ah, and just jumps out of the boat, abandoned ship.
I'm like, I am not doing this tonight.
I'm out of here, he says. I am out of here. Oh, God.
Rain's over and now sun's back out.
We had a nap. It was a very long nap. Very cozy.
gonna make dinner. It's Justin's birthday dinner and he has chosen chili. So we're gonna make chili and s'mores and maybe have a little fire.
This is a new discovery. I've unlocked a new talent. Did you ever in like middle school do the thing where you do an armpit fart like this? When I unlocked that skill, I went around doing that all day, every day. Yeah. But now, like, as an adult, this is my new version of that. I'm just gonna go do that everywhere I go. Wow, that's a little better. Wait, so how do I, what?
Pull the red buttons.
Okay, all right, that's fire. Wait, do you think it's lit? No.
No, you gotta go at it for a bit.
I don't want to use up all your fuel.
Don't worry about it. We'll have to start a fire in the morning.
Oh my God.
So stay at the bottom.
Stay at the bottom, stay at the bottom.
Yeah. Fire. Perfect fire.
Oh, I love it. I'm an adult.
This is a very good day. Is this not a very good day?
Great day.
How does it feel to be 37?
The same as 36.
Nice. The double take that I'm doing today with how still and magical the water is now. This has been such a roller coaster. God, it's beautiful here.
Crazy hair.
Are you talking about you or me?
Both.
It rained the whole night and it was so soothing that I recorded binaural rain sounds on the tent, and I also did a night video. But anyways, good morning.
We should go get coffee.
You're gonna make coffee in the rain?
I mean, there's tarps.
Tarps. There's tarps.
There's the tarps that people say. You don't have to be in the rain.
There's a pot of gold under that tarp. It's so pretty. Oh, look how pretty. We met a lot of locals yesterday. Everybody here is so nice. And I feel like every campground we stay at, we meet some new person who gives us some new thing to try that has really enriched the whole experience. We got to learn how to use an axe. We got to try fresh fish from this lake. We got to start a fire with a blowtorch. I don't know what I was expecting from all this, but it's just become so much bigger and nicer and more beautiful and funny and fun and scary and amazing than I ever could have imagined. Toasty.
Not as good as our neighbors.
Yeah.
Our neighbors are having eggs and bacon and bagels and
That
they
smells
have
so
a
good.
whole house over there.
Let's do this. On the road again. Hopefully not again. That's going again.
And the sun's out. After a very rainy morning of napping, lots and lots of napping, we've gotten so much rest this morning. We're finally headed out to go to Spirit Island and just see how far we can get. We're gonna just canoe and canoe and canoe. The other end of the lake is 6 miles away. So if we go all the way there and back, that's 12 miles. Not sure if we're gonna make it, but we're gonna try and see where we end up. This is where all the boats have been taking people to come to this lookout point where you can see a very picturesque view of Spirit Island. As you can see, it's not actually an island. Our goal is to try to make it to a picnic area that's somewhere in between here and the end of the lake.
Hello everyone. Let me give you a tour of the canoe. That's the front and this is the back.
Thank you, Justin. Look what freaking happened. The weather changes literally every 5 minutes here. We have hit the... I'm fine. We are looking for water. Up here there's a stream, and we were told that that would be a good place to get water. We'll filter it too, but this runoff is directly from glaciers and quite clean, but better to be safe than sorry. What a beautiful day. We're starting to warm up. The sun is out for 5 minutes. And immediately it's raining again.
Get back to paddling.
Oh, sorry. We're at the picnic area. Time for lunch. The sun came out just for lunch. We are already so close to getting to the complete opposite side of the lake, so we're gonna try to make it the entire way. The end of the lake is right around that corner.
No, I think that's it. That is literally it.
That's it?
In front of us, yes.
We made it! Yay! We're 6 miles from our campground. It is raining and cold and raining, and the currents are getting a little goofy, and we're gonna focus and get our butts back to camp. You on vacation?
Yep. I'm done paddling for the day.
Wind's picking up a little bit, so we're gonna try and pull off to this side. We made it back to Spirit Island. They have a bathroom here, so we're gonna take a bathroom break and stretch our legs. It took us about 2.5 hours to get from the end of the lake to Spirit Island, so maybe another 30 minutes to get back to camp. I'm already feeling refreshed. Just having a chance to stand up feels good. That was a lot of rowing. There are tourists climbing in our boat and posing with it. There's a money shot at Spirit Island that Justin wants, and we're gonna try for it. The sun keeps peeking out, and I've got Justin on the walkie so we can talk to one another. That's iconic.
That looks good.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love this. Back up some more. I cannot believe that this day is the same as this day, which is the same as this day. I have heard the joke used so many times that if you don't like the weather in such and such place, just wait 20 minutes. Here it literally is 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes, brand new weather. Okay, we've been introduced to celebration cookies. It is a truffle with caramel and chocolate. So basically a s'more with caramel. All right, is that better than graham cracker?
It's 100% better than
That's looking pretty good, right?
You guys,
next level.
where do they sell these cookies?
Just grocery store. You're good.
Okay, just for science, just asking for a friend. It's our last night here. Tomorrow we are going to canoe out and go to our next big backcountry adventure. So I'm really sad to leave this place. There are no bugs here. It's beautiful. The people are so sweet. It's phenomenal. I don't want to leave, but we must.
was perfect.
Good morning.
Such a nice morning.
We're gonna go back to camp now and pack up and head out because we have another backcountry adventure starting tomorrow morning at like 3 a.m.
I'm seasick.
You are?
For the first time this whole trip, I feel ill. We've had a snack and we've gone to the bathroom in the world's most not private toilet, and we're going to head out again. Oh my God, so close. You're so close. We're almost there. Woo! We did it! Nice work. Before we do our next backcountry adventure, we wanted to take a second to do something that is extremely popular and very classic for Banff, which is to visit Lake Moraine. We managed to get a 5 a.m. shuttle, which got us here barely in time to see just a little bit of pink on the mountains. Apparently it only arrives for a minute and then it goes away for the rest of the sunrise. So we got here just in time for that. Justin flew up the mountain and I was huffing and puffing far behind him. There's tons of people here, but I understand why, because it is unbelievably beautiful. So that pink is all that it's gonna do.
Yeah.
At some point, it got so crazy with all the people coming here that they stopped allowing personal vehicles to come up to Lake Moraine. So your only way to get up here is either to hike or take a shuttle. And the shuttle space is limited and it's very high competition trying to get the time of day that you want. So there's only 2 shuttles that are earlier than the shuttle that we took. It feels really special to be here this early in the morning in spite of all the crowds. I think that they're very justified. As beautiful as it is though, I am looking forward to being back in the backcountry tonight.
It's beautiful, but I think I enjoy Egypt Lake and Spirit Island more. I think that's because the experience is better. It's more effort and you have the place to yourself. It is beautiful though.
So usually if you do this, the best plan would be you're at Lake Louise now and you've already paid for parking for the day. So you would go to Lake Louise and you do the hikes in Lake Louise, you go to Lake Agnes, Tea House, you go to the little beehive or the big beehive, do all the hiking you want to do, and then you leave, because then you don't waste the parking. We have tickets to Lake O'Hara. We have camping backcountry.
We have backcountry passes for Lake O'Hara for today. So we have to go. So we can't do all the cool things that you would normally do here. We're getting a little tired, aren't we?
Oh yeah, I can't even talk.
We're getting a little tired. The access road to Lake O'Hara is 11 kilometers long, and the only cars allowed up it are shuttles, specifically run by Canada, I guess. In order to get on the shuttle, it is a lottery, unless you get a backcountry pass to stay at the campground at the end of that 11-kilometer road, which is not easy to do. I cannot stress enough how insane it is that Justin was able to get the campgrounds that we got back to back to back. We arrived at Lake O'Hara. They have potable water there, they have bathrooms, they have bear lockers. We set up our tent and we're going on a pretty big hike today. It's called the
Lake O'Hara Alpine Circuit.
It is supposedly going to take 5.5 hours, so for us, probably more. Oh my goodness. Are you freaking kidding me? Relentless uphill begins. Come back, you're making my stomach hurt. He always stands on top of cliffs and goes, it's not that bad. If I fall, I'll only break a leg instead of die. Yeah, you'll still have a broken leg and have to be helicoptered out somehow. Now, and the wind has picked up a ton. Is this the top? Is this the top? We made it to the top!
I feel that it's necessary to point out that this is glacier water. It is very cold. Could damage you cold. There's snow right there. So, how is it, Justin?
Fine.
Yeah?
Good.
No. What? What are you doing? No, I thought you were joking. You're crazy. I cannot believe I'm actually considering doing this. But like, I like cold water. Oh my God, I did it. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I have regrets. I have regrets. I have regrets. Oh my God. Can confirm, the water is cold.
This is Claire from tomorrow. This cold plunge was a bad idea. Going in a second time, even worse idea. Threw me off the rest of the day. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
That was very refreshing. We had a little snack and a rest, but we spent a really long time on the first quarter of the trail, so we have a huge amount still left to go. So we got to start booking it.
There's still plenty of daylight, so we are good.
So I know this looks probably as crazy as Pharaoh's Peak, but it's not. Somebody went to the trouble to place a lot of these rocks. There is a noticeable trail. There's a viewpoint that Justin really wants to get to, but we've been messing around all day and going so slow that we may not make it in time for the right sunshine. So we're gonna focus and go as fast as we can and see if we can get there in time. Justin ran ahead to see if he could get to the viewpoint in time. I feel pretty safe from bears here. I'm going really slowly though, but I'm going. You made it? I see you on the hill.
Yep, I made it.
Oh, that's a very nice smile you've got there. You're hilarious. They're just staring. Downhill time now. Oh, careful. You okay? I'm crying for the first time this trip, but it doesn't count because it's because of the wind. Okay, back in the forest. Almost home. That kicked my butt. I'm actually surprised by how much it kicked my butt because we only did about 8 miles and 3,000 feet of elevation, which we've done before. So we think maybe it was harder today because it was in full sun, harder because we've been doing this for 10 days now and we're getting tired, we haven't been sleeping. But this one is fine. He's doing great. Whew. Okay, the brainstorming has continued. We woke up at 4 a.m. today, ran up a mountain, and then came back down again. That's a good excuse, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're also thinking that maybe the cold plunge shocked my body a little bit more than usual.
Still did really well.
I feel like I did well, but I had a hard time today. And the hard time started after the cold plunge.
Yeah.
I was like super hyped before it. So
Yeah.
I think maybe I won't be going into that water anymore.
The extent to which that hike wrecked me, my feet hurt a lot. Like they hurt the worst they've ever hurt after a hike somehow. It's not just about how you do on the hike, it's your recovery. So if I can recover and have a good day tomorrow, that's a good sign too. One of my favorite quotes, I don't know where it's from, but it's about how they make these bear-proof trash cans and bear-proof bear lockers and the challenge that it was to make them because there is a significant overlap between the smartest bears and the dumbest people. Justin had to help somebody with one the other day because he couldn't figure it out. So it's a thing.
How do you have so much energy still?
Okay, good morning. I feel tired apparently because I can't seem to finish the sentence. The overlook that we were looking for yesterday, we never actually found. The top of the hill wasn't actually the overlook he wanted. So we're gonna go find the overlook he wanted. I'm gonna do some big stretching, lots and lots of stretching just to get my body really warm and really ready for this. And we're gonna hit the trail again.
How are you feeling?
Great.
You're so ready to go.
The rain is here. I am ready for it. I have stretched, I have eaten, I'm woken up, and I'm ready to conquer this day. Now, one thing I learned while canoeing is that I really enjoy not getting rain in my face. So we're doing this get up again. I know it's super high fashion, but it's comfy. I'm ready. I know it took forever, but I am like so hyped now. This is where we're going.
All right, so yesterday we did that bridge there all the way up. That was way more steep than what it looks like. The viewpoint that I wanted was the one that I started going to, and then I was like, no, I can't be that. And then I came back. I should have gone to the very end, and then we wouldn't have to do this today.
Yesterday we got to this fork in the road and Justin ran up here. It looked wrong to him, so he came back. What a bummer. We could have gotten it with like full sun.
I know. And then I ran all that for no reason.
Listen, you ran all that way specifically so you could meet the cutest chickbug that ever did chipmunk, and I'm so glad you did. Take two. Let's go for it.
All right, so we found the viewpoint. The place, if you want to be in the photo, can be a little sketchy.
And by can be a little sketchy, he means
Very sketchy.
it's a cliff. If you fall, you will die.
I felt comfortable. I went super slow. I wasn't moving around. But at your own risk, I'm not endorsing this.
Yeah, no.
I usually don't go to cliff edges, but for some reason this trip, my fear is gone. Partly.
I
so
don't
that's
like it. My fear
good.
is not gone, so I had a little freak out crying a little bit after he got away from the cliff because I was so scared. Please don't risk your life for this stuff.
Yeah, at your own risk, I don't recommend it.
We're headed towards Lake McArthur, but we have to repeat that gnarly freaking passage up the mountain that wrecked the two of us yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
Much easier today without the sun and early in the day before we're already tired. One thing that we did learn about Justin's fitness is that his heart rate can be 160 and he's not even out of breath.
Once I get to 180, I'm out of breath and I can feel my heart.
Yeah, the way you feel at 180 is how I feel every
At
time we go
160.
uphill. Woo! Welcome back to the top.
We're headed back down the mountain again to meet up with the trail to Lake McArthur. And of course, Justin had to say the words, "Can't believe neither of us have gotten injured so far this trip."
Do you want me to help you up?
I think I got it. I think it's gonna be okay, yeah. It almost like snapped back, so I think it was just like the muscle moved a little bit.
I don't even know what that means and it doesn't sound good. We have not gotten a break from the rain in a while. Whew. One of the rules here is to stay on trail, which can be kind of difficult because they're not all perfectly marked, and there are trails that people have sometimes made that look like trails but maybe aren't the official trail. And so this kind of thing is really helpful because they'll show trails that tourists have made that they don't want, and they'll say, hey, don't walk here, we're trying to restore this area. And I find that really helpful because I'm not always sure what is a real trail and what's not. A good rule of thumb is to try and walk where there are no plants. So if you're walking on rocks, that's probably okay, I think. It is beautiful here. So cold. So cold. We were planning on eating by the lake, but with all this rain, we're gonna try and book it back to camp and eat under shelter. Maybe warm. We'll see. I handled it much better today.
It was easy peasy day.
It was a good day. It was really nice. I was cold and I did whine about it a little bit, but when we got back to the campground, we discovered that both of us were completely and totally soaked. Like, our rain jackets were non-existent and our puffers were just dripping, drenched in water. So I don't understand why I wasn't colder than I was, because I was cold, but that amount of wet should have been worse for temperature. The amazing thing about the Lake O'Hara campground is that there is a couple shelters and they have wood burning stoves in them. We spent a long time drying off our coat and eating. I think my mood would be a little different if I had to be in this tent
With your wet coat?
Yeah, it's been the rainiest day that we've had since we got to Canada, so it feels like a nice farewell. I wanted to ask you what your favorite campsite of the whole trip was.
Oh, that's
Obviously,
Fisherman's Bay.
obviously Fisherman's Bay.
Now, best hike, probably Lake O'Hara.
Yeah, best hike was the hike that we did yesterday. Absolutely stunning. Is that the best hike you've ever done in your life?
Yeah, and if we would have added the viewpoint that we did today that we accidentally skipped yesterday, would have been like even better.
Yeah.
But it's probably not gonna look as good as it does in person.
It's
Because
stunning.
I've
though.
seen photos, and this is better than the photos.
Best bathroom.
Well, that's a hotel.
That doesn't count.
The
Best.
Post Hotel and Spa in Lake Louise has a jacuzzi bathtub.
It
that
does.
rejuvenated me and gave me all the energy yesterday.
Yeah, and they provide bath salts with your room charge. So yeah,
That was good.
that was the best bathroom. Why aren't we gonna hike Lake O'Hara today?
Because Claire's really lazy.
That's not the reason.
I can feel a little soreness from the little slip that I had, so I think I should rest the leg until tomorrow.
Okay, I put wet pants on under wet rain pants with wet socks and soaking wet boots with wet earmuffs, and we're gonna go eat dinner. Okay, the floating heads back. That was life-bringing. We just had dinner and spent hours in the shelter drying off our clothes because everything was still wet. And now I have dry boots, I have dry socks, I have dry pants, I have dry coats. I can sleep in my coat now. And everybody was so nice. We were all talking and laughing and sharing stories, and everyone was drying their boots. So I didn't feel bad about taking my boots off. How's your leg?
Hurting a little bit.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't hike more today. Good
I'll
night.
be fine. Good night.
Good night. This is a very important morning.
Stretching.
I haven't stretched. Should I
Oh, it
stretch?
was an accidental stretch.
Oh. There is a legendary carrot cake that is sold here. They only take cash. We don't have Canadian cash. We have American cash. Okay? So we are really hoping that they will take American cash because this carrot cake is supposed to be the best carrot cake. And since we had the best cinnamon rolls we've ever had in the world in Canada, we believe in this carrot
I will
cake.
say, I saw someone eating the carrot cake and it didn't look all that great. But we've heard it's good, so it just looked very like a very thin carrot cake. It's not like a triple layer carrot cake.
Oh. Well, the quality of the carrot cake is
But
not
it's
necessarily
tasty.
determined by the size of the carrot cake.
That's true.
That's not true of the cinnamon roll. The size of the cinnamon roll was a huge part of why that cinnamon roll was so good.
My expectations, I'm setting them middle ground.
Well, if they're in middle ground, what would you pay for a middle ground piece of carrot cake in Canada?
Up in the middle of nowhere, $10.
10 American dollars. Okay, so our budget is 10 American dollars.
But if it's more, I'll pay for it.
How is it?
It's good.
It's good? It's a sheet pan carrot cake, and we were the first here. So there's no line today. It's a simple carrot cake, and it's very good. The icing has a nice kind of citrusy punch to it, and the cake is very moist. It's a very basic little cake,
Because I think the icing is a cream cheese base.
and it's $6 a slice. And if you want to pay with American dollars, you can, but there's no exchange rate, so you pay $6 American. Time to pack and go.
Our time in the backcountry has surpassed my every hope and expectation. I'm so grateful to have been able to experience the vastness of the beauty here in Banff, and I hope one day you get to see it in person too. Thanks so much for joining us on this trip, and see you on the next one.